here in America's Newsroom.
And I'm Leland Vittert. Thanks for joining us in today for Bill Hemmer. The new report comes just one day.
Look at the president's agenda, his schedule, where he spends his time. Actions do speak louder than words. And perhaps all of us will, in 24, 48 hours say, oh, that's what they had planned, and see that there's some action that's happening on the ground in Syria. We'll see.
You never know what's going on oftentimes until it actually happens. So we'll see as things develop.
Some extreme weather out there, and it's creating some major waves. You have the Manti Te'o story as well. I just can't understand, if you're going to make something up, why would it be I'm a hero? Right? Why not just say I tripped when I was,
fell out of the
on
bunk
my staircase,
anything.
or yeah, exactly. I mean, it makes no sense. He even said when this original story came out, and I would do it again.
I would do it for anyone. It wasn't just my nephew. Yeah, not just my nephew. I'll jump off the balcony. Yeah, just stop talking now.
All right, coming up here on America's Newsroom, the sister of the this morning on the study that we talked about that was done by West Point, and it was done specifically by the Combating Terrorism Center, which is a privately funded research group that put together that very comprehensive report out of West Point from that group. So really interesting details that we're learning about ISIS from that report.
Well, interesting and chilling in terms of you realize how big they have gotten and how much land they control, how much money they have, as you noted, from the oil revenues as well.
Well, the rising threat of ISIS remaking the national security debate in the run-up to this election. Republicans saying that the other side was asleep at the switch. We're going to have a fair and balanced debate about that. McElroy, her former fiancé.
I
just thought I'd throw that in there because that's what I think
that was a nicely put bomb right at the end. Yeah, I've learned that it is always a good thing to never say anything about a woman's hair. Never get in trouble.
So we're done. Yeah. So this segment is over. Thank you, Leland.
There you go.
Thanks, Leland.
How about this story this morning? The sister of the Boston.
You think is your city perhaps the most American city? Would you say that?
First, I just want to point out that you sang your way in with the right words to the Nashville song, and that Leland Vittert is wearing cowboy boots on the set of America's Newsroom. Now, Ed Henry, who filled in for Ed the other day, wore striped socks, which got a lot of comments from our viewers as well. A lot of big fans of the striped socks. So let us know what you think about the cowboy boot look. And if Bill were here, he would be very upset that Cincinnati is number 2.
He would be tweeting about this, yeah.
And I'm a little bit suspect about the, how they measure this. I think it ought to be based on, on patriotism. Music, Nashville would win. Best cheeseburger, I think, should be one of the
That's a good one. Best ice cream, waffle cones.
Yeah, things along these lines. And I would have voted for, something in New Jersey, say Trenton, for example, which is also just an awesome town.
Gotta come visit.
All right, serious story for you now. The sister of the accused boss. Hour 2 now of America's Newsroom. I'm Martha MacCallum.
And I'm Leland Vittert in for Bill Hemmer. Sources tell Fox News this.
Well, there are some new developments in the IRS targeting scandal today. Word that Lois Lerner's lost emails can be recovered. But how long is Congress going to have to wait to see them?
Yes, we are.
So there you go, as clear as mud. And I maintain anyone who watched that episode closely, which Leland did not because he's been overseas for a long time, if you know that, it was very clear that Tony Soprano was killed at the end of that episode because he says earlier in the episode, when you die, it all just goes black.
And then it goes to black.
And it goes to black. And that is what would happen if that guy in the members-only jacket turned around with a gun and shot him in the head, which is the way that these gangsters did things on that program.
Just like that.
Very clear. I invite you to send me your Twitters, folks, at Martha MacCallum if you disagree with me, but
and you can tweet me at Leland Vittert, and I'll have no idea what you're talking about, but...
We've been talking about all morning. There are a lot of growing concerns about homegrown... We're still talking about The Sopranos. We're trying to fill Leland in on what happened.
It could be a long conversation.
I'm doing real news. Leland, thank you so much.
It's been great.
Here. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
See you then.
Have a great day, everybody. Happening Now starts right now.